So everybody, welcome back to Hard4Games. I'm Tony.
I'm John.
And John, what do we have today?
Today we're doing our second review of a Barcade. We're going to do Ready Player One in Detroit, which is actually, I don't know, 2-3 blocks away from Offworld, the previous place we did. A little bit different establishment, but we're going to talk about, is it a bar? Is it an arcade? Arcade with a bar? Bar with an arcade? Barcade? What is it? And what were our feelings about it? And
let's get started.
Yeah, but wait. I've noticed some real negative comments about our intro recently.
Yeah.
So let's cut to that intro.
This is Hard4Games. They're Hard4Games. They become hard. They're Hard4Games.
Okay, as the name goes, BarArcade, I figure we talk about the bar bits first. You know, they've got some food offerings, and from what I've had in my experiences there, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, the bar, in terms of the selection of craft beer there, is excellent. I like it better than Offworld in terms of the beer selection.
Yeah.
They also have custom cocktails. So they have like house cocktails for different seasons. There's a lot that goes into them. They're very, very tasty. I've had like apple caramel shots and peanut butter and jelly cocktails and stuff, and they were all stellar.
Yeah, everything I've had drinks-wise has been pretty tasty. I feel sometimes it's a little bit too much just sweet drinks, but hey, if that's what's selling, make those.
Yeah.
I did not dislike them. I actually quite enjoyed them. I just sometimes like a little bit more variety, but hey, you guys don't have the world's largest space and rent can't be cheap, so I can't blame you for going with what sells.
Yeah, and those are just the house cocktails too. You can always order something that's more to your taste, I suppose.
I always go in and I'm like, can I get a Harvey Wallbanger? And I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
So, you know, I do want to tell some stories regarding the couple times I've been there. I've been there like 3 or 4 times, and you know, first couple times I went there, it was super busy. And although the drinks are great, my God, it's hard to get the bartender's attention when it's busy. So hard to get the bartender's attention. Even if there are 2 or 3 bartenders, like, it can be very challenging.
The only issue I had was the coin machine, because they use tokens, not coins. It seems to forever be broken.
Yeah.
I don't know what the issue is there. It could just be like people are jamming shit in there. I don't know. It's drunks and stuff like that. But getting to go around and actually look at a lot of the machines again, I realized there's a really good selection of stuff down there.
So you can either trade in money to the bar and get coin or tokens, or every drink you buy you get 2. But the problem is because on busy nights, my God, it's swamped. If the token machine doesn't work, you're basically forced to go to the bar to play games, and the bar is slow. So it's like it's a catch-22, because it's like the drinks are really, really good, and the bartenders do a good job of mixing them, but they are also understaffed and slow as hell.
There also isn't a terribly large amount of actual bar top.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of people like crammed up, and once you get enough drunk people, they're just like kind of standing there, and they're like, oh, was I in your way?
Yeah. Let's move on to the games. Now, they do have a good selection of
should
games.
I move out of your way?
Get out of here. Now, I went to go, when it was me and you, I went to go play Double Dragon. That was my first game that I played with my 2 tokens that I got, and the machine ate my tokens. And then I had to go back to the bar and get more tokens. So that was a little bit of a mishap, but the previous experience that I had with the actual units, plus after that point in time, we're totally fine. Everything worked and was functional. And they have some great games there. They have the X-Men arcade. It's like the 4-player version they have.
Which, you know, the 2 monitors that are in it aren't perfectly paired, but anyone who's ever worked on one of those will tell you they're a nightmare to work on. Yeah. So I do not blame you guys whatsoever. It was working. All the buttons worked when I got to play it, so you're doing good on that.
They have the arcade version of the GameCube Mario Kart game that has Pac-Man in it, and
that one's quite good.
It's quite good. Yeah.
I think they have 2 cabs for it,
yeah.
so you can actually do 2-player. They have a couple of pinball machines, and they're pretty good. They've got like a Tetris machine.
Yeah.
They've got Battletoads.
Yeah.
They've actually got a very nice little selection of games.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have like Killer Instinct and
Yeah.
a couple others. Like they do have a good selection of games. They have the Simpsons game, I believe.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really good stuff there that kind of is a broader range of games than you'd find at Off-World. So not
Yeah.
as many as Off-World, I don't believe, but there's a broader scope. There's more like 3D games as well as classic arcade titles. So yeah, but I think the overall the game selection is quite good, and the arcade units are in quite good shape as well.
Yeah, the only issue I really have ever had there is like if it does get busy, it's like so kind of shoulder to shoulder harder to move around, and it seems almost more like you're stuck in a place that has I don't know how best to describe it. You're in an arcade, but you're not really playing in an arcade because it's like hard to get the tokens, hard to play the machines, hard to get the drinks. But I mean, a lot of people enjoy that because it's like the energy and
there's a lot of energy there
of being in more like a club-like atmosphere.
Kinda,
with games,
yeah.
Which is only a complaint because that's just not my personal scene.
Sure.
If that's what you prefer more, you're gonna love Ready Player One.
I think that Ready Player One takes a little bit more to get going. I think it's more of a slow start compared to Off-World in terms of, like you said, getting the drinks, getting the tokens, getting the and then getting once you're going, but it's a little bit more of an investment. That said, location-wise, Ready Player One is a little bit more centralized near Greektown than Off-World is, even if it's only by a couple of blocks. But there's a lot to do around it.
Oh yeah, you're right near Greektown. You're right near all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. There's restaurants, there's pretty much everything you could ever want right nearby. But yeah, so I'd say location-wise, it's just as good, if not better, than Off-World. You're just going to be slightly closer to all of the action in Greektown. There's a casino, there's restaurants, there's this, there's that. Everything's within walking distance, and it's going to be a good time. So when we were talking, like, I feel like in my mind, I enjoyed myself pretty much as much at Ready Player One as I did at Off-World, despite its flaws.
Yeah.
I like the energy of a lot of people, despite the fact that it's harder to get going at Ready Player One. I would still say Off-World is maybe a little bit higher on my list, but not by much. But I feel like Off-World's more your scene. Ready Player One you didn't like as much.
Yeah. No, that's completely it. Is I don't like a place being quite as busy.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I say it's not my scene. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it is not the one I prefer over it.
You know, we keep comparing the two only because they're blocks away, but really they're not. Like, I mean, they're competitors, but they're not. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't really compare them.
Scenes,
but yeah,
basically.
it's sort of a different scene. Like Off-World is more of sort of like, I'd almost say like your hipster, like chill, although it gets pretty busy on the weekend.
Sometimes, yeah.
I mean, Anna and I were there on the weekend a couple weekends ago, and it was like packed. Ready Player One is more often like that. So if you are into like a sort of a kind of a pulsing vibe, you want an energy while you're drinking and playing, and you want.
Well, I should hope your vibe pulses.
Yes, indeed. That Ready Player One is probably going to be more your scene, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.
So as far as the spectrum goes, arcade, barcade in the middle, what would you give it?
It does have really, really good games. But every time I've been there, I felt the vibe is ever so slightly tilted, slightly more bar.
Okay.
But if it was a bar with an arcade, it's a bar with a really good arcade.
I'd say that's about accurate. I mean, honestly, I would recommend it if you're going to be in the downtown area or Greektown. I would definitely check it out. There's some good stuff there. There's some good drinks. Just fight for your spot near that bar to get your order in.
Yeah, just start like doing like this and just like start shoving people.
Just like
out
start
of the way.
mom passing the hell out of everybody around.
Just be like,
you.
honey, I gotta get past.
I gotta get. Just and he, you know. Do what you got to do to get those drinks because they are tasty drinks. The bartenders
Yeah.
do a good job despite being overwhelmed, I think. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, thank you again for watching, everybody. And then if you have a recommendation for a barcade, please let us know. We are in the Metro Detroit area, so probably for now we'll be more centralized to this area, but we are open to venture out if we ever get the opportunity. Yeah, thank you again for watching. Let us know if you have any recommendations, and we'll see you all next time.
They're hard for games.